I wasn't trying to do an album. I wasn't going to do one anytime soon. On the 31st of October 2023, I was praying. God told me to check the meaning of Bethel. So that's actually how it started. Hi guys, my name is Eman Young and I'm here to answer your questions about my new album, Bethel. I was listening to a Pastor Nath song while I was praying. In the song, he said, "This is Bethel." God told me to check the meaning of Bethel. And then I did, and I heard God say, "Write it down." I had to open my eyes like, is this me? Is this my mind? Am I the one? So yeah, that's what inspired Bethel. I didn't know I was going to do an album. God told me. From October 31st, 2023, I started working on the album by God's grace. And over a year, so I spent a year in Nigeria. I felt very, very exhausted. I felt very discouraged. I felt like at some point I was done. I feel like I need to do a video on just the amount of challenges that we met when we were working on the album. When we're making Bethel. Bethel sounds like such a happy album, and it is, but so much crying went into it. Lots of tears, lots of discouragement, lots of pain. I fell sick several times. Yeah. Expenses as well. So Bethel was no easy feat. One thing that kept me was remembering that God told me that He was going to help me. Every time that we hit like a very incredible challenge, I would go back and be like, God, all right, I was on my own. I was really there. I was doing my life. You told me that you'd give me this album. And here I am. You have to help me because you told me that you'd help me. I don't know. I actually don't know. Because I actually don't know. I don't know. A bunch of songs didn't make it to the album. We weren't even considering songs that were out already. No. Like new songs that didn't make it to the album. And I don't know what we'll do with those songs. Tell me, what do you think we should do with those songs? We have a bunch of questions here about 5agege, Adonai, Bethel. We're going to do videos dedicated to these songs and I will talk about them. I'll show you how they were made. I think you guys would like that. But I feel like lots of these songs have such interesting stories that I think that you guys would like to know. I'll tell you guys about it. The album isn't named Bethel because of the song Bethel. When God told me about Bethel, the album, I didn't have the song yet. So I know a lot of people listen to the song, and because I feel like that song really encapsulates the concept of the album. People think that the album is named Bethel because of the song. No, God gave me the name of the album. After a while, He gave me Bethel, the song. So I think it's easy to see the glitz and glam on the front end, but then the back end wasn't pretty at all. So if my fans were behind the scenes, what I would have wanted them to see was me just at a point of surrender. There were several points during the making of this album that I actually did not know what to do or what I was even looking for. It was so physically demanding. It was spiritually demanding as well, because for a project or for an assignment that isn't quite yours, like you're doing this because God sent you to do it. So you never actually make any progress without actually going back to God who sent you to do it. So Bethel forced me to constantly go back to the source. So because Bethel was not a human-driven idea, because it wasn't like something that I wanted to do by myself, it forced me to constantly go back to God to ask Him, okay, God, how far? What's next? So I would want them to see this vessel who's just submitting and surrendering to be used by God, whatever it took and whatever it cost. Keep streaming Bethel, the album. It's a beautiful album, if I do say so myself. All right, bye. God bless you. Hi guys, my name is Eman Young and I'm here to talk about my new album, Bethel. Who was the feature on 5agege? Who was the feature on 5agege?